Welcome back everyone to the Yuna only no summons challenge. We defeated two of those sin spawns in a row. The second one had less health than the first. So let's quick take a look at the damage that we had. As you remember, I started off with 99 antidotes. I now have 11, so it took almost all of them to get through those two fights. Little bit difficult there, so that was something that was really frustrating. Over the fight, I did get Yuna down to about 104 health, so it did take, or excuse me, mana. So it did take about 100 mana to do the entire fight, but pretty much the only thing I used that for was the Shell Protect Reflect statuses, and then I may have used it a few times for Asuna just for the sake of saving a few antidotes. As you saw, we did get pretty low on that, so... And as you know, we're at this same spot in the sphere grid, so we didn't actually gain any levels. We did, however, happen to, at least I did, happen to land this Staff of Thorns off of the fight. Now, if you're doing a Yuna-only challenge and this fight takes you as long as it took me, I don't recommend doing it more than once, but this Sleep Strike weapon is going to be pretty handy for us. So, the other thing I wanted to show you before we go any further is the amount of time it took. According to this, it did take about 4 hours. Now, I wasn't paying full attention to this time. I probably could have gotten that down, cut maybe in half, maybe a little bit more than half of this, maybe about 2.5 hours. But because I did do the rendering of the video and a few other errands while we were doing that, I wasn't paying full attention as well. So that was something that I definitely could have cut down on, but it definitely takes a long time, and I'm glad for your sakes that I did not post that entire area. So now we're on the Djose road, and there's a few things to note here. First of all, there's a guy that wanders around. I don't remember where exactly he stands, or where he wanders to and from, but you do want to find him. He's going to give you a stone-proof armor for Yuna, which is going to save you from these guys here. They have a stone gaze that can instantly turn you into stone. So until I get that, I'm just going to have Yuna run away and keep her alive so that we don't have to do a game over and start over again. Those little bugs can do a poison attack. I believe you can poison everything on the road here, so we're going to be using that poison strike weapon, or poison touch weapon, a fair bit, except that I forgot to equip it, so let me do that really quickly. No ability, no items, of course, because we ran away. There it is. Okay, and as I mentioned, we are going to try to get to that guy that has the poison touch. I believe it's the monk up there that you saw, so let me just get to him. I will run away from these fights just for that sake, but still have that fireproof armor equipped, so Yuna should be fine on this fight as long as she doesn't get poisoned. And there we go, we are escaped. Escaped. Come here, monk. Let's talk to you. I think everyone... Oh, maybe not. Okay, that was a high potion. There's a variable steel, which I believe is a Titus. Ooh, that's actually a very nice one for him. So if you're doing a Titus only challenge, that'd be a nice pickup. You get quite a few good weapons and armors throughout the game for Titus, just because he's the main character. I mean, some of those you have to buy and everything, but like that stunning steel that we have equipped with him that we're going to be using for pretty much the entire game. But yeah, that was a nice one. Maybe that guy there. Come here, dude. There we go. This is the guy. So he gives you a soft ring. You want to go ahead and equip that on Yuna. Reason being, again, those dudes that we mentioned earlier, they do the stone gaze thing, which will turn pretty much anyone into a rock. And if that happens to Yuna, it does count as a game over. So you have to be, excuse me, you have to be pretty careful with that until you reach that point. So I recommend saving before you try to run to that guy. And once you've gotten to him, though, you are okay, and you just stick with your basic strategy: poison touch until things are poisoned, and then heal until they die. The strategy does not change for this part of the game, or it's probably not going to change for most of the game, so that's about it. Pretty much just if you find something that can't be poisoned, you can either try to continue to deal with it just with your physical attacks, which should be doing a decent amount of damage, about 50 to 100 damage per hit. But you just want to be careful though with that. I may not be able to poison this dude here. Having trouble with him. But as you can see though, my dodge is already doing pretty well. Dodge stat. These guys are having a little bit of trouble hitting me here, which is handy. That ice elemental and any elemental attacks, any stuff like that, those are always going to be a problem, but it's just how it is. But as you can see here, strategy doesn't really change ever. Just keep working on them until they're poisoned, and then just let them do that, kill themselves. Very, very straightforward. Same thing we've been doing for the entire game, actually. And trust me, you've done plenty of that already on the Mushroom Rock Road. Now there is a chest here with a bright bangle. I believe that is Lulu. Yeah, and you can see I've already got plenty of those. So, not really that big of a deal. Of course, we will be selling stuff. But yeah. And again, everyone will give you a something, pretty much. You may have to talk to them once or twice, but pretty much everyone gives you something, so that's about all I've got for this. Well, there are some cool dudes at the Djose temple that may be worth blitzing for. I don't remember exactly, but let's go see if we can't find that out. Well, of course there is storyline, so maybe I'll just cut the video off and catch up with you guys in the next video. One more thing I want to add to this video before we get any further in the road here. We are actually looking for stone touch weapons off of these guys. So now that you've got this stone proof, you do want to spend some time killing these guys. Again, this is kind of specific to the Yuna only challenge. Now there's a Fossil Cape Sith, which is for a Lulu. But what we're looking for is stone touch with 2 slots, but then again for Yuna. So you may spend quite a bit of time grinding here for that as well. Just wanted to add that, and I'm off to do storyline stuff. I will meet you guys on the Moonflow, and that'll do it.